I am a great believer in job for teams. They teach important life lessons, build character, and inflict just the right amount of humiliation necessary for future success in the working world. Tennis was a particularly interesting growing up experience. It is actually a difficult way of growing up because it is such an individual sport. It taught me a lot of life lessons that have been helpful later in my life. You know, your first album is about really amazing things. Your first album is always about coming of age. First love, first loss. Usually you suffer a first loss of someone that you love to death. Even, you know, a really big life lesson. Things you learn from your parents, divorce or from the travels that you took. My film sometimes have my own reflection of life. They have life lessons I've had I put across a humorous or skeptical way. I got a lot of great life lessons from the entertainment industry. The first was being able to feel comfortable taking risks. Football has done so much for me, given me friends, family, given me life lessons that now I can use in operating room or just as a leader. I was taught some very good life lessons and moral as a young kid growing up. We learn a lot of life lessons in how we play this great game, and I have been fortunate enough to be involved in it at every level. Rather than make excuse for their failure, resilience people learn from each mistake. They identify skills, ideas, and life lessons there can be against from each failed opportunity. When you give your children certain life lessons and they come and ask you for additional advice, you say to yourself, I have done my job and you will continue to do your job. I try and focus on the youth coming up, and I think tennis is a great sport regardless of how fair you make it just. Obviously, a lot of good life lessons. Listening to the stories my colleges are researching and grappling within terms of access to documents, psychological understanding of their subject, artful composition, and determination to extrapolate from an individual's life lesson and insight that we can alter from and each time overwhelmed by joy. I have been taught a lot of the field. I think that kind of translates onto the field. Football service for a lot of life lessons, and so it allows me to stay humble and continue to work. I think you accidentally learn things in high school that turn out to be life lessons when you are able to step back a bit and study them in more depth. I am giving life lessons and tips on how to take care on your emotional health. Because heart disease is the number of killer in America. I have learned some of the greatest life lessons from growing up in the skate and punk rock communities. Gymnastics taught me everything life lessons, responsibility and discipline and respect. When you get older, you learn certain life lessons. You apply that wisdom, and suddenly you say, hey, I have got a new lease on this thing, so let's go. I am always giving life lessons in my music. The truth is, gymnastics is a beautiful sport that has allowed me to grow and learn invaluable life lessons, sacrifice, dedication, discipline. Eventually, it's led me to my voice. I really loved working with Michael Caine. He's a really skilled and experienced actor. I learned something from everybody, but when you work with somebody like that, you actually learn things you can put in your toolbox. Things about craft, not necessarily life lessons, but actual things you know that you can pick up. It's lower knocker. My life in wrestling, in really not a wrestling book. It is a book about life, and this is a great lover story in this book. There are great life lessons in this book about not allowing others to define you. I think back to my upbringing and the social skills I learned, the life lessons and friends I made because I was fortunate enough to play, and how that impacted me and gave me self-confidence. I am not someone who is ashamed of my past. I am actually really proud. I know I made a lot of mistakes, but they, in turn, were my life lessons.